Y'all, most creators tend to stop when the numbers are not moving. And this video is about why your girl is not stopping. Because we are 50 videos in and we're still going. And I have no intention of stopping. Not for now. The goal is 100. The goal is 100 daily-ish videos, about 5 to 6 videos every single week. And we're 50 videos in. Just about to touch 100 watch hours, only 32 subscribers, several thousand views, but views don't really matter in terms of like YouTube monetization, because that's not the thing that gets you monetized. It's the thing that helps with like advertisers and that kind of thing once you are monetized, but it before that it's kind of like massive question mark. So I could look at where I'm at, because at 50 videos, I think this would be number 51. At 51 videos, the math is 2 watch hours per video. And you need 4,000 watch hours for the YouTube partner program for monetization on YouTube. And so if I am supposed to look at that, 2 hours per video on average. But that's not the way YouTube works. That's not the way YouTube works. You have, because if I was supposed to look at it that way, that would mean what? That I'd have to do 2,000 videos. If I were to look at the math as it stands, your girl would have to do 2,000 videos to hit the 4,000 watch hours. And there's just no way. There's just no way. Thankfully, the math on YouTube doesn't work like that. I have watched multiple people. My coach tells me this too. Like, and she has watched multiple people blow up on YouTube in short amounts of time, in moderate amounts of time. Bottom line, you have one video that just like takes off, and the YouTube algorithm doubles down on it, triples down, quadruples down, and that video gets you most of your watch hours. And so, considering that, I think the thing that tends to feel exhausting about doing these YouTube videos on a daily-ish basis is not the filming itself, because I have a routine now. Like, I make sure my hair looks good. I pick an earring. I'm wearing the top. I'm usually wearing the top that I'm gonna film in anyway. I plug in my lights. I plug in my laptop. Set up my video. Make sure I get the plant from outside and bring it into view. Like, frame up the video, everything's working, and I hit go. And it's a routine by now. It's like, this is what we do, and it's fine. Because I feel it's so much of a routine. I film these videos at all kinds of hours of the day. I don't have a consistent filming time, but it does get done, because the minute I decide, it kicks off like a habit stack, So like the minute I decide to record, I have this checklist that I go through, and I'm just checking off each box, and it's like a habit stack, one after the next after the next. And so it's a lot easier for me to film now. But the thing that is exhausting about going towards 100 videos at video number 50 is the sort of, maybe this video will be the one, maybe it won't, we don't know. So if I sit here and think about and wonder and ponder the possibility of this video being it, that's when it gets heavy. That's when it becomes, this is taking long. And we've been here, we're still here. Nothing. I mean, don't get me wrong. The channel is growing. And for all the people who are commenting, bro, I appreciate y'all so much. I remember the first comments I got that was not anybody that I knew. I was like, oh my gosh, somebody just randomly found me and commented on my YouTube video. This is amazing. Because up until that point, y'all, I don't know if y'all understand. I think up until that point, maybe you do, because like aspiring creators get this. Up until that point, I do believe that the person who was contributing most to my watch hours was my mother. Because I would hear her watching my video in the living room. Like I would hear her playing the video, and I'm just like, that's my voice. Okay, she is 100% watching my YouTube video. Cool. That's literally like I was convinced. I was convinced the only person watching my videos was my mother. So the minute I saw somebody else leave a comment, I was just like, ah, yes, we're doing something. Something's working. I was so excited. Moreover, the person who commented was based in Paris. And if y'all have watched any of my videos, y'all know your girl is in the middle of learning French. And that day, I had also connected randomly on, I think, on my Instagram with another creator who spoke French. And I was just like, bruh, I love how this language is showing up in my life. This is amazing. So it was a really I think back to that moment, and it was a really like hype moment. Another milestone was my Ramit Sethi video, which I will drop in a card somewhere so you can watch that. Yo, that video, I mean, I had hoped that it would do well because Ramit had just come out with his New York Times, like his New York Times feature had just come out, and then he had like done a video um reviewing people's comments on the feature. And you know how he's like provocative and like, I mean, if y'all know Ramit, you know Ramit. And so I was like, ooh, this idea was sitting in my video bank for a while. Chelsea, you can't afford to let it sit here when the man like ride this wave. So of course, I published. I didn't expect a whole lot. I didn't really know what to expect, to be completely honest with you, because at that point, the video that had performed the best on my channel in terms of watch hours was my friendship video, and that had about 100 and something views. And so now we're just turning this into like a full on reflection, y'all. So so we're here for it. And so I was like, well, maybe it will get like 50 views and the average 2 watch hours and it'll be fine. Not so. Not so. The thing skyrocketed to the number one watched video on my channel, having double the watch hours of any other video. I was just like, okay, seen, heard, understood, got it. Cool. It was really fun to watch that video like take off and watch my watch hours like really spike. That was entertaining. I still haven't broken out of the keep checking your YouTube studio to see how the videos are doing. I haven't broken out of it. I haven't broken out of it yet, and I will admit, I don't think it's a habit yet, but it definitely is an inclination that I have been giving into of before I do my morning prayer and devotion and meditation and journaling, I check my YouTube studio, which is not great. I don't think that's great. But I do thank the Lord for every single bit of growth. So even if we only had 3 watch hours yesterday, we thank the Lord. Progress is progress, right? And I think that's the thing that I actually like about YouTube over Instagram, over any other social media platform that I've been on so far, is my consistency is showing real results. That doesn't mean that the results are coming in quickly, but they are coming. And I think because my goal is not, y'all, I am open to YouTube monetization. I'm very open to it. And if I don't get to that in 100 videos, because the goal is 100 videos, then I'll reassess like if I want to shoot towards that goal, how I want to try and attain that, etc., etc. Regardless of whether or not I hit what the watch hours that I need, regardless of whether or not I have a video that pops off and just like runs all over the place and gets all the watch hours I need and all of a sudden I'm monetized. Regardless of whether or not that happens, I think the thing that is most prominent in my mind is not the result of the dollars, which is why this isn't as exhausting as it could be. It's exhausting when I start to think about what I don't have. But when I think about the progress that I've already made, when I think about the fact that I now have 50 videos on this channel, this is going to be 51, I think, that I'd never had before. I am watching myself in real time follow through on a commitment that I made to myself. The amount of self trust that that builds for me, the amount of integrity, like the self-directed integrity that that creates within you, that you know that when you give your word, you follow through on it. Like, that is priceless, bro. I think that is priceless. And watching myself show up nearly every day, doing this nearly every day, finding things to say, and being convicted about them. I'm not like making stuff up. Like, I actually care about the things I'm talking about. That is powerful. It's powerful to watch myself follow through in this way. And that's not usually what the algorithms reward. Like, that reward is more existential and esoteric and philosophical and internal. Um, and I wouldn't even say the platforms reward consistency because, as I said, growth has been there, but I don't know that everybody gets a result. However, I'm open to trying. And I think the thing that keeps me going is that I'm not focused on the numbers. I'm very much focused on, no, Chelsea, this is actually your opportunity to watch yourself follow through. This is your opportunity to set a really big number goal that is solely dependent on your efforts and show up for it. And it's not requiring you to change your whole life. It's not like a gym goal. It's not like a scale goal where that's like a bigger thing. You know, you have to like change your eating habits, change your gym habits, change your movement habits. This is literally just do these things to set up your video and get on camera and talk. And I don't know, for me that's not hard. It's not backbreaking work. And I think even the prospect of potentially being monetized on YouTube when it's this simple for me to do is also super attractive. And the potential of that, it probably plays a little bit into why I keep going. But I think more than anything at this point, I'm committed to the process. I'm committed to watching myself follow through on my word to myself. I'm committed to building that self-trust, that deep integrity turned towards myself, that I can believe my own word. When I give it, I know that I'm giving it based on evidence that what I say I will do, I do, period. And I look forward to the version of Chelsea that I will meet 100 videos in. Like, who is she? What kind of integrity has she built? What kind of follow through muscle has grown in her as a result of all of this? And what I think really motivates me and inspires me, inspiration is really the word, is thinking of that version of myself, looking back on me today and being so hella damn proud of this version of me and being so grateful for me showing up when I didn't have any clear indication that this was going to work for me. All I had was the evidence of other people and my coach's word. That's all I had. I didn't have any kind of clear evidence to say, no, Chelsea, you will make it on YouTube. This will be a process that is invaluable for you. I had none of that. But I'm excited to see what comes of it. Like, who is that version of myself? And for that future version of me looking back and feeling that proud and that grateful, and the present version of me looking forward to that version of me and also being really proud that my actions created that version of my life. My yes, what I gave my yes to versus what I gave my no to created that version of me. And I feel really grateful to myself in advance for the ability that I am giving myself to create that. And also, I must acknowledge, because your girl has been kept. Your girl has been kept by Jesus. Like, Jesus is helping me show up. Jesus, like, y'all, I pray before nearly every single one of these videos. I'm like, okay, Jesus, may this reach the person that it needs to reach, and give me the words. And I trust you. Amen. Like, I'm just so committed to this process, y'all. I'm curious enough to try this for 100 videos. And I am fascinated enough at the prospect of who I will be at the end of this. Because even I look at my video yesterday. I did a video yesterday, and I think right now, well, the video is about introverts and how we are in the middle of a disagreement with friends, and how we tend to, from time to time, fake. Well, let me not say we. I, Chelsea, fakes agreements in order to keep the peace, and the sort of downstream effects of that, and what I am changing about my approach to disagreements moving forward. And that's one of my favorite videos on this channel. Like, second to the Ramit video, I think that's probably my favorite video on this channel. I love the Ramit video because, like, I just felt so passionately about that one. Like, nobody told me these things. And I was low-key mad that nobody told me. But that friendship video about friends in disagreements and introverts in the middle of that, and what that actually plays out as, and what I think I can change. I really love that video. That video ain't doing so well right now. Now, granted, YouTube tends to take a minute for me. YouTube tends to take like 48 hours to find my people, and then it starts to distribute, right? Then the views start to rack up, then the watch hours start to gradually grow depending on, like, whether or not the video is moving in terms of like momentum and watch hour progress. But yeah, like, even that video is not doing, it's not shot to the top of my channel. It's not the video that was going to go viral. And I low-key I'd kind of hoped it was, because I felt like, in terms of how real I was and how honest I was about where I was at and what I wanted to change, and who I wanted to be, it's probably the most honest I've been on this channel. Um and so I love that video for that reason. But sis ain't doing that well. But that's okay. That's okay, because I am not in this for any one video going viral. I'm not in this for YouTube monetization, although I will welcome it if it comes, because this is, in part, yes, a test of a potential business model, but it is also just an avenue for me to see what comes of my commitment, an avenue to create self-trust, an avenue to follow through on my word, and an avenue to create a future version of me that has follow through muscles. Because if I follow through in this, and this is one of the, in terms of like number goals, this is probably the biggest number goal I've ever set in my life. In terms of like just plain numbers, like 100 is a big number. Okay. I've set other goals that maybe have been bigger qualitative goals. But in terms of a number goal, 100 videos is a lot of videos. And I'd probably be doing it like in like 160 or so days, right? So it's not a long time. It's just over 3 months, maybe like 4 months, and possibly even five, depending on like whether I drop down to 5 videos or not per week. But like, 100 is a big number. And so if I can grow this follow through muscle in this kind of big number type of goal, your girl has got follow through muscles after that. I have no excuse for anything else. For anything else that is smaller than this, follow through is the name of the game, because I've got muscles of this now. I've run the play, I've done the thing, I've proven it to myself. Now I just like, get to engage those muscles anytime I do want to follow through. And I think that is an invaluable thing that I get to give myself, because there are so many moments in a business owner's journey where follow through is necessary. So many moments in a human's journey where follow through is necessary. Even today, in that video yesterday, I talked about how I was going to share with my friend that she hurt me, and I was going to like I was going to be honest about that and be honest about my disagreement with her, and like I'm. I won't intentionally say that I engage the follow through muscles that I've been using on YouTube. But at some point today, I said to myself, Chelsea, are you really gonna do this today? Can you actually, like, I don't want butter. This is a hard conversation. I don't know if I have the energy for it. I'm not sure. I don't want butter. And then I was like, no, Chelsea, you're gonna tell her. Because you're already talking to her today. Like she had already messaged me in the morning. Like we were already talking throughout the day. You're not gonna sit here and pretend like everything is okay. You're gonna say something. And so when she asked me to call her, I surely did call her. We talked. And at a point in the conversation, when I saw my opening, I said it. And thank the Lord, we had a really beautiful conversation about that moment. And now I have taken up space in the relationship. And now I have let her know how I felt. And let her know that, like, it doesn't stop my care for her. It doesn't put any distance between us, because I've already begun the process of forgiveness, and I never did take offense in the first place. And so I'm not carrying anything, and this relationship matters to me, and I want to invest here and grow with you and learn with you. Like, you matter to me, and I want to stay connected to you. And so I didn't take offense, and I'm so happy I said all of those things. Like, chelsea Chelsea 3-4 years ago wouldn't have said anything. I would have just let it lie. And there are even other places in the relationship where I'm just like, yeah, Chelsea, you might have to address that in the future. Um, and so I also want to recognize that, like, this is a new reconnection. We hadn't talked in a while for an extended period of time, and we've talked nearly every day for the past 5 or so days. And so, like, this is a new reconnection. And so I want to see what our dynamic is like, and where there are opportunities for me to be honest about something I'm feeling. I tend to feel that the inclination to be like, but Chelsea, let's sit back and see how it unfolds. And then I think the Holy Spirit kind of pokes me and is like, ma'am, that's not your goal here. Your goal here is connection. You will not pretend. And in that moment, I'm like, no, but Chelsea, you can't afford to do that. If there's something going on, you need to speak. And so it's really powerful watching that follow through show up in other areas of my life, and engaging that muscle on YouTube nearly every single day makes it easier, I think, to engage that muscle in other areas. Showing up when I don't feel like it to film videos, because I don't always feel like it. And sometimes my energy is low. But showing up and filming nearly every single day, that is a muscle that I engage nearly every single day. And because I do that, I think I get to engage it in other areas too. So, like, I have a brand new, I mentioned this in other videos, I have a new Instagram channel account profile thing where I just practice speaking French. And I am, what, today's gonna be day 17. I'm going to 21 days. um and, like, I've been doing that, and I've been following through. I've been like actually showing up for my own marketing and following through. I have been showing up for my friendship challenge, and I'm following through. Like, it's really, once you start to engage this muscle in this area, in one area, it's much easier to engage it in other areas. And I think, as I said, I look forward to the version of myself that is coming on the back of 100 videos. But even more than that, actually, the more that I think about this, the more that I'm like, I'm just excited for that version of myself, period. Because what kind of efficiency in terms of when you think about like muscle growth, forgive me, biology nerd here. When you think about muscle growth and how a muscle recruits its fibers to do its job, right? The more you do a specific movement pattern, the more efficient the muscle becomes at engaging those fibers and the cells within those muscles, the mitochondria to produce the ATP, to do the anaerobic respiration, to do all the things, right? That will keep the muscle performing at greater and greater levels of efficiency. And I think the principle is similar here because what level of efficiency in terms of like my ability to engage my follow through impulse, my follow through, like, what this is it. What follow through default am I building? What default am I writing here? That the default now becomes Chelsea follows through. Before, the default was maybe Chelsea follows through, maybe she doesn't, we'll see. Right? But after 100 videos, as a matter of fact, after 50 videos, bro, after these 50 videos, the default now is Chelsea follows through on her word. And so what that then means is for every area of my life, the default is different now. The default is follow through. And that follow through builds self-trust. That self-trust creates the person that I want to become and how I want to see myself be and move through the world. And I'm proud of that. And I'm grateful for that. I am excited to live in the reality of that version of myself. So yeah. 50 videos in, nearly only 100 watch hours, but we are celebrating. The numbers mean less than what I am giving myself and how I'm able to keep my promises to myself in this way. And the person that I am building by my actions and the new defaults that I'm writing. I am curious if you are doing this YouTube creator shenanigans, if you are new on your journey, or if you have been on this journey and you've seen results and you've seen success, if you can think back to when you started. I'm curious as to like how that is feeling or how that felt for you and what kept you going. If we can share some like motivation in the comments, that would be phenomenal. All right, y'all, thank you so much for joining me for today's video. If y'all want to learn more about my work and how you can work with me, the link is in the description box below. If y'all want to reach out on Instagram and talk to me about your own creator journey, you can DM me on Instagram. The link is also in the description box below. Thank you so much for being here with me. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.